In a garden outside Bethany, a week before his crucifixion, Jesus placed his hand on Thomas's chest. Thomas recoiled. He didn't understand why his teacher was touching him so deliberately. Jesus said, "Your body is not what you think it is. It's not a prison. It's not something to transcend. Your body is a doorway. A portal. Every cell vibrating at the frequency of the monad. But they're going to tell you otherwise." Thomas asked, "Who will tell us otherwise?" Jesus looked toward Jerusalem. Toward the temple. Those who build empires on your forgetfulness. They'll teach you to reject your body. To see it as sinful. Separate from God. Because the moment you realize your body is the portal, you won't need their temples. Their priests. Their rituals. That teaching was buried. Erased. Hidden for 2,000 years. But Jesus was right. Your body is a portal to the monad. And the church has worked very hard to make sure you never discover that. Until now. Jesus never taught that your body was separate from the divine. That's what the church taught after him. Jesus taught the opposite. He said, "The kingdom of God is within you. Not in a temple. Not in heaven someday. Within. Inside your physical form." But here's what most people miss. He wasn't speaking metaphorically. He was describing an actual mechanism. Your body, at the cellular level, at the quantum level, is vibrating. Everything is frequency. And your body, when operating at its natural state, vibrates at the exact frequency of the monad. The monad is source consciousness. Pure, unified awareness. And it doesn't exist somewhere separate from physical reality. It exists as physical reality. Your body is monad consciousness condensed into form. Slowed down in frequency enough to appear solid. But underneath the appearance, it's pure consciousness. Pure monad. Jesus knew this. He operated from this knowing constantly. That's why he could heal bodies. Why he could transform matter. Why he could walk through walls after resurrection. He knew his body wasn't a prison limiting him. It was a portal giving him access to infinite creative power. And he tried to teach this. He showed his disciples that their bodies were sacred. Divine. Not something to reject or transcend, but something to activate. To tune. To use as the doorway back to monad consciousness. But the church couldn't allow this teaching to spread. Because if people realized their bodies were portals, they'd stop being controllable. They'd stop feeling guilty about physical existence. They'd stop needing external validation. The entire power structure would collapse. The early church had a choice. Continue Jesus's actual teaching that the body is sacred, or adopt the Greek philosophy that the body is sinful, separate from spirit, something to be denied and controlled. They chose the second option. Why? Control. If your body is sinful, you need the church to save you from it. If your body is separate from God, you need priests to bridge the gap. If physical existence is fallen, you need rituals and rules to make yourself acceptable to the divine. But if your body is a portal, if your flesh is sacred, if matter is just consciousness at a different frequency, then you don't need the church at all. You have direct access. Built into your very cells. So they buried Jesus's teaching. They declared the body sinful. They created doctrines about original sin, about flesh versus spirit, about denying physical desires to reach spiritual heights. All of it designed to make you forget what Jesus actually taught. And here's the most insidious part. They hid the frequency. Jesus taught a specific way to activate the body as portal. A frequency state. A vibrational tuning. When your body operates at this frequency, the portal opens. You access monad consciousness directly. But the church made sure this frequency was erased from official teachings. They kept people praying from their heads. Thinking about God. Believing in God. But never dropping into the body. Never feeling the frequency. Because the moment you do, you realize you don't need them. You are the portal. You always have been. So what is this frequency Jesus taught? How do you activate your body as a portal to the monad? It's not complicated. That's why the church had to hide it. If it were complex, they could have controlled who learned it. But it's so simple that anyone can access it. Which made it dangerous. The frequency is coherence. When your body's systems align. When your heart